Alright, just get rid of a couple things. Yep, that's good.
Where are you going?
Hey!
Hey.
Well, Longclaw said hey.
Hey.
Yep, that's cool. It does work. Crap. Yeah, it's disconnecting every time I go to it. This may not work out. Well, one last time. Uh-oh. Really, I can't find Game Awards.
Head & Shoulders gives you up to 100% dandruff protection.
That's why you're being forced
All right,
to
that
watch
should be it.
100% of this commercial. Don't worry, just focus your eyes on our incredible...
I could skip that ad.
Are they going to dramatically sort of shift or change, do you think?
All right, now it's working again.
I think to some extent they already have. And, you know, I look at the games that are up at the Game Awards. There's some amazing games from great creators. And then I'll also look at the games that are getting most of the play. And there's another set of creators, and there's some overlap between those two things, but there's another set of creators that have really focused on engagement of communities. And those aren't separate spheres of creation. I think that as a platform, what we want is to give the creators the tools to build the experience that's in their head, and enable a platform that can have amazing games like, you know, Assassin's Creed or the new FIFA or the Cyberpunk launching right now, but also be an amazing platform for something like Roblox or Minecraft or Fortnite, and to make sure that the platform's not the thing that's trying to dictate what can become popular, but rather we just give the tools and the canvas for the largest ecosystem that's out there, a large ecosystem for creators, so that they can find the largest audience. I think that the magic that game creators have really grabbed onto, that I think in music and video they haven't quite been there, is, as Laura was talking about, that power of community. The fact that our games, and Jeff, I know you've talked about this a lot, where games are almost a platform unto themselves when they get to a certain scale. And as creators, then we have to think not only about what does that mean to go launch a game and to sell it and make sure people have the right experience with it, but also over time, how do you grow and evolve that platform? And in many ways, building something like Windows or PlayStation or Xbox right now, it's about a platform of platforms.
All right, I'm gonna show
those
you guys
gaming platforms that live on top of your platform,
More God of War,
have their own sense of community and creation, and you've got business models inside of those platforms,
God of War
whether
Ragnarok.
it's Roblox or Minecraft and all of those creations that happen there. And it creates both a ton of complexity, but I also think a ton of opportunity of not to define what is one thing that is success for us as an industry. Because with 3 billion people playing video games today, there is not one great game. There's and yeah, I'll bristle a little bit at Game of the Year, not because I don't think there's some amazing games that were created, but rather to highlight one game in a world of so many amazing things that have been brought to market. I just like celebrating the overall success in gaming. And you've done that with the Game Awards. I think you've done a really good job of bringing more creators at different stages in both their career and scale. But also when you think about EA and the work they've done to foster small games and bring them to market, and Lisa and the teams at AMD, you know, PC is kind of the ultimate democratized game creation platform, both because of its iteration and openness. I think all of that just builds an amazing future for gaming.
Well, and what's so exciting about what you said, Phil, too, is that it's not just about super seasoned, experienced game developers and creators. It's about the community. Players are at the center, actually, of the industry and the experience far more than they have ever been. And it's just going to continue to go in that direction, which is just an incredibly exciting time, not only to be a game developer, but to be game players and game creators. It's so interesting.
It's, you know, one of the things that I think we're all seeing right now is the success of Among Us, right? A game that launched over 2
like,
years ago. Cool team creating a very cool game, but kind of has found its time now with COVID and other things where it's now providing a service. Not that it didn't have players before, but you've really seen you've seen it come to the forefront on platforms and on PC really, and other platforms doing really well. And I think it's awesome for us that it is the players, Laura, as you say, that have the power. It's not about what launched today or what has the biggest marketing campaign or even the highest production budget. But players will find great games wherever they are. And we have the platforms as an industry to enable those games to find players and actually kind of reinflate in certain cases or reach new levels. And I think that's awesome. I'm seeing right now so many people playing Jedi Fallen Order. Like it's awesome to see people coming back to an amazing